Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Look, I know you're tired of listening to the same songs over and over again. Why wouldn't you be? You want something new, something fresh, something unique. And I got that for you. Okay? But fair warning, if you've ever said anything like, I don't get this is weird, it's just a bunch of random noises, then this video isn't for you. So, goodbye. I'm gonna break down the top 5 most unique albums. And keep in mind, this ain't just my opinion. This is the definitive list. And we're gonna start off with something a little juicy today. Bam! Oh my god, what is this? It's an album. Okay. Duh. And look at this. Who's this handsome guy right there? See him? You can't really see because the camera's blurry. I'm just gonna hold it like this. Can you still hear me? So I'm going to say this right now, might be a little controversial, but Pink Floyd's first album, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, is way more visually interesting than anything else that they've done after. And yes, that does include Super Triangle Rainbow Adventure.
That gets something I can't explain.
It's the coolest song about a cat that's ever been written. All the swooping sounds and effects that are phasing in and out and intertwining with each other. It sounds crazy, and of course it would, because it was written by a crazy man. If you didn't know, this handsome man, Syd Barrett, was the founder of Pink Floyd. He started it all, but he went insane, and the band continued on without him. But that's okay, because as we all know, all the best art comes from the most wackiest of minds, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel yourself on the spaceship? Stratosphere! Stratosphere. I'm in space now. Space. Listen. Space, baby. We're in space! Wonderwall, baby, by George Harrison. Wait a minute, George Harrison? He's supposed to be pretty good, right? He was like in that one cool band. See, the thing is, when his bandmates made their solo records, their albums sounded basically near the same vein as what they were doing before. But George was on another planet. As some of you might know, George was pretty obsessed with, like, world music and learning the sitar and all that jazz. This album is just that. It's his very first steps into the ocean of world music. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Doesn't that speak to you? Doesn't that make you want to travel the world or something? And while most of the songs are very Eastern and have Indian instruments and everything, there are some songs that are more Western. Such as... One more thing I should mention about this album is that it is a soundtrack for a film. So that's cool. I've never seen the movie, but the album stands alone just as well. Oh, now we're getting down and dirty. The Parable of Arable Land by the Red Krayola. Whew, okay, this thing is pretty damn saucy. Personally, I legitimately believe that you could call this the first noise rock album. Whether it's ambient or trance-like or droney, there's a lot of artists just making noise. It doesn't exactly have notes or a pattern or a rhythm. And while everyone's out there trying to find out how to make the craziest, newest, weirdest noises, I can't help but feel that it all started right here. glorious night, and I was born again to the music of the Revelation generation. Rick, Steve, and Mayo, the Red Krayola, have come out of Andra's studio with a few of their friends, 50 friends to be exact, to record a free-form freak-out album. They brought with them their own form of music: a bell, buzzsaw, motorcycle, guitars, drums, organs, bottles, sticks, mouthbow, rocks, balloons, kazoos, flutes, piccolos, a hammer, jugs, and just about every other item you think can make noise. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, baby. And if you don't believe that this is music, that this is the ultimate form of sound, then get the fuck out of here. Okay, listen. Listen how they seamlessly just go into the next song from this public freakout. So the outline of the album is you get a freeform freakout and then a song. And after the song, you get another freeform freakout. So between each song, you get freeform freakouts. And it's just them making sounds. And you just sit there and listen and just let them take you wherever they're going. This album is before that whole weird-ass Captain Beefheart album. Like, these guys were doing this noise rock stuff, just making random noises before anybody else in 65 or 66, whichever one. I think my favorite song on the album is the title track, Parable of Arable Land. Sounds like I'm in some sort of phantasmic water jug. Oh no. Oh, not this one. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. Oh yeah. This album requires your full undivided attention. You cannot listen to this album passively in the background. You need to actively listen to it, be in it, and listen to every single little part. And what you will find is the most intense listening experience ever. The very first time I ever heard this album, after one side, I asked myself out loud, what the hell did I just listen to? When music like this exists, what's the point, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't music anymore. This is life. Doodle, 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 doodle. What Miles Davis does in this album is nothing short of wizardry. There's really not a lot I can say except that this is intense, beautiful, passionate, full of fury. I know I'm not making sense right now, but you try to listen to this album and explain it, because it's crazy. Like, what Miles Davis did is insane. I can't think of any other person who has done something quite like this, except the number one spot on the list. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the number one spot? Ege Bamyasi, baby! Oh my goodness, I could go on forever about this album, but I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet for you. So Can is a krautrock band from Germany, and they basically invented krautrock, which is like experimental psychedelic rock and roll from Germany. These guys are not even a band. At their best, Can is a mighty pulsing organism. It is now a living beast. It is a monster coming alive and reaching at you, trying to tell you something. Okay, you tell me, how in the hell do you make that sound? And that's why Can is so great. They're consistently making these crazy noises that I don't even know how they did it. They simply don't care. They're just going at it. The drummer's so awesome. Listen to him. It's just like... All right, listen to this cool bass line.
Those lights becoming romantic. Those lights making whole. Those lights making all my head.
That's so awesome. Here we go. Check this out. Here we go. Not only do they got the weirdo sounds, but they also got the bops. And I'm not the only one who's in love with this. For some reason, musicians just love this album. Stephen Malkmus from Pavement has been quoted saying, "I played Can's Ege Bamyasi every night before I went to sleep for about 3 years." Thurston Moore of Sonic Youth says, "I found Ege Bamyasi in the 49-cent bin at Woolworths. I didn't see anything written about Can. I didn't know anything about them except this ochre can on the cover, which seemed completely bizarre. I finally picked up that record, and I completely wore it out. It was so alluring. Something about it made Cam seem to be playing outside of rock and roll. It was unlike anything else I was hearing at the time." Even Kanye West loves this album. Check it.
She gave her cold hand to him who'd been just a drunky hot dogs.
And does that sound familiar to you?
Too much bullshit just to mess with these drunky.
Whoa! Pretty crazy, right? And this is why I chose this album as the #1 spot on the list. Not only because it's unique, but for some reason it has this mystifying gravitational pull on musicians. Anytime we have musician friends come over and we're all hanging out, I'll put on this album, and every time they'll be like, "Whoa, what is this? What is this? This is excellent." So if you're a musician or you love music and you're looking for something new to listen to, I highly recommend this album. It will blow your mind to bits. So yeah, go listen to all of those albums. You will like them. What? They're good.